Hi, this is Mrs. Nielsen, and today we're going to be working on Unit 3, Lesson 6. This is a lab about index fossils and paleoenvironments. And today what you need is your colored pencils, you'll need your lab instructions, and your fossil index paperwork from the OLS. You will also need your science journal so that you can put all your information that you learn into that when you're done. Our lesson objective today is to investigate how fossil patterns in the rock layers provide information about the Earth's geologic past. One thing we're going to be talking about today is index fossils, and we'll talk about that a lot. And it's really important to understand what an index fossil is. And if you do the pre-lab activity on the online school, you'll learn a lot about on index fossils. But I'm just going to tell you just a little. An index fossil is a fossil that helps scientists know what period of time a certain strata in the sedimentary rock was from. For instance, if a certain organism was only around during one period of time and then they find that organism's fossil inside that layer of sedimentary rock, then they know exactly what time period that rock is from. So it helps scientists identify layers of rocks and where they're from, what time period they're from. There are some other key words. Paleobotany, that is when you're talking about the study of plants from a long time ago, and paleoenvironment, and that's what the environment was like a long time ago. And so today your lab's pretty relatively simple. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, first of all, do the online activity so you have some background. But then you'll take this paper. Okay, the first thing you want to do is make a prediction. Now you're going to want to decide, which layers from Idaho and which layers from Spain do you think will be the same? For instance, which fossil index will be in the same one? So do you think the same fossil index will be in the same fossil? Do you think the same fossil will be found in Idaho top layer and the Spain top layer? Or do you think that they will not correlate top to top, bottom to bottom? Now remember, when we're talking about the strata in the sediment, then we're talking the top is the youngest, the newest. The bottom is the oldest. That's important to remember because it was there first, and that's why it's on the bottom. So you're going to have to try to just predict to see if you think that they will be the same or different. So you're just going to take your colored pencils and really lightly you'll just draw a line. So for instance, if I think that Idaho's top layer is going to be in the same place as Idaho's second layer, as Spain's second layer, then I'm just going to draw a really light line with my colored pencil. So now I have a line that you might not be able to see from A over here to I, because I think those might be the same. I'm looking at B and J, and they're the same size, so I'm just going to predict that they're going to be from the same time period, and I'm going to use a different colored pencil. I'm going to draw a light colored line from B to J. And you're going to go through and make a prediction for each of these layers of strata to where you think they correlate with each other from Idaho and Spain. That's the first thing you're going to do. After you finish your predictions, you're going to use the second page that you got from the online school. You're going to look at this chart down here, and you're going to use this to know where to actually draw the fossils on this first chart. So for example, the first one says, index fossil number 1, found in layer letters B and H. Now you can't read it on mine, but you can see it on yours. So here we're going to go to this paper, and index fossil number 1 looks like a shell. I'm not an artist, maybe you are, but I'm just going to do my quick sketch. I'll use my pencil, and I'm going to go to, in B, I'm going to draw a little shell. Maybe you can see that. And then I'm also going to draw that same shell in H. So now I've drawn my first one, the top in index fossil number 1 in B and in H. Now I'm going to look at number 2, and that is a different type of shell. It's more looking like a clam shell, and I'm going to draw that one this paper tells me I'm going to draw that one on C and I. So I'm going to find C, try to make it look like that one, and also on I. So now I've drawn it on C and I. And what you'll do is you'll just go through the rest of this chart, drawing these pictures in the correct places that this chart tells you to draw them. Remember to draw only one fossil in each layer. When you're done with all your drawings, then check your predictions and see if they're right. For instance, I thought that A and I would match up, but they don't. So I can see that I wasn't right there. And I thought that B and J would match up, and they don't. When you're finished with all your drawings and you're looking at it, make sure you turn back to your lab information and that you fill out the questions and answers. I want you to use good thinking. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what you think. If you're questioning yourself, go back and review what you found out on the online school and review what you already know about it. And I want you to do some good thinking and just answer these well. And then always, don't forget to take your information and your findings, put it in your science journal, and then make sure that you have your parents check off their part in the online school so you get credit for doing this lab. Good luck. Have a great day.